Well, they told me specifically to read my speech, but sometimes you gotta break the ceiling, right? Sometimes you have to go above and beyond, be the force for good. Anybody here who is a foreigner, speaks English, doesn't speak English well like me? So English is not my first language. I'm a Filipino. I was born and raised in the Philippines, and I don't speak English well. So if you hear me speaking gibberish, I'm not speaking in tongues, I'm just running out of English. All right, anybody here who received their $1 million? Raise your hand. Perfect. You know what? Sometimes you have to see it to believe it. I came here as an immigrant, probably 10, 15 years ago. I'm legal, by the way. Don't lie. On that same note, I have 8 running clinics. We are opening up another one, 9, and students know that. And I still get rejections. You know, most recently they asked me, they told me, hey, you can open up another clinic because you are not a citizen. And I already have 8, you know, we're seeing people already, you know. I have employees and everything, and I specifically told her, hey, you know, what's wrong? And you will encounter some failures. I'm gonna tell you now. But it doesn't matter how many times you failed or fallen or got rejected. It's how many times you get up and do this all over again. The same thing right now. I'm supposed to talk about this. How to be a force for good. I'm sure the professors have already talked about this and heard about it. You want to be a JEDI. You know, anybody knows JEDI? You know, you either be on the good side or on the dark side. So how do you become a JEDI? JEDI, says here, letter J, jump into action. All this stuff that we're doing is not going to do you good if you don't take action. You know, it may be perfect or not perfect. Imperfect action beats the perfect in action. A lot of people will analyze, and then you're here, you got all this mastery, all your doctorate degrees and everything, and you're like, going to analyze. Just jump into action, right? Letter E is you empower, you enable, and you equip your patients. Our professors, amazing ones, they've empowered and enabled us. And your role now is to teach and enable and empower your patients. And that's very important. If you lost that art of teaching, it's going to be hard. Next letter is letter D, is discipline. You graduated DPT, your master's in OT, your doctor in OT, you're all disciplined. Do not forget that. I wouldn't have the 6-pack abs if I didn't have that discipline in me. Okay? Letter I, you got to learn how to inspire change. That's how you change other people's lives. You know why we call it rehab? Re means repeat. Hab means habilitate. The more you repeat things, the more you change things. Understand that? So make sure you inspire change. I'm not going to finish this. Last but not the least is, you know, the word fast. It's going to take me forever if I do this. Letter F. The word fast. Letter F. You know what letter F is in the word fast? No. Find people that will bring out the best in you. I'm sure in your class, you got all this group of kids who are smart kids, cool-looking kids like me, short people like me. Find those people. Once you've graduated here, you find a job, a company that it aligns in your vision. It's very important. Next letter is letter A. You take action. I already told you about that. Making sure one step at a time. You think having 8 clinics is perfect? No. You think me standing here speaking English? No, I'll probably forget all this speech already. You know, make sure you're taking action every single day. That's very important. You know what letter? The next letter is letter S. Somebody's shouting at me. Time is up. You know, letter S. You know what letter S is? Share and subscribe. No. Shoot for the moon. Because if you keep shooting for the moon, you're gonna miss it. All right, you're gonna miss it, but you're gonna be landing with the stars. And who would have thought? Anybody here is Filipino? I saw 1 people here, you know, like, Philippines. You know, I kept shooting for the moon. You know, you're gonna miss that. And everything that you do, starting a clinic, being a CI, I want you everyone to be CIs, you know. Being a CI, being amazing clinicians, you're gonna fail. Patients will complain. You will fail in your grade, but like what I said, doesn't matter how many times you fail or fall. You just keep getting up, okay? And last but not the least is letter S. No, letter T. See, I'm running out of English. Letter T is teach it. Why? Because when you hear it, you forget. When you see it, you remember. But when you're actually teaching it, you actually understand it. And that's what doctorate means. What does doctor means? The cherry. The cherry is to teach. Keep teaching, keep changing people's lives, and keep going and keep being forced for good. Thank you.